did they? Yeah.
Alright, so this village over here, the one that nearly got destroyed,
Yeah.
there's an item in here. It's actually very good, which is the reason why we focused on getting it. This item is the bargain ring. Whoever gets this can buy items at half price.
Nice.
And in this one down here at the bottom, there's an armor cutter.
Oh.
It's the armor slayer. It's just what it was called back in the day. Does that make any sense? No, you can't cut armor. Do we care? Not really.
I mean, I think the point of the armor slayer is exactly so it cuts armor.
It still doesn't make any sense, and to explicitly call, attention to it is a little ridiculous.
Okay.
Always move the slow unit first, my bad.
You're getting people to the
So we wanna-
villages or to the next objective or what?
So we've actually identified who our village goers are, and it actually is these three.
Is Midir and those two?
Yeah, so when you look at the other units, Finn actually has enough money that he probably only wants one village, so we're only going to get him one village.
Oh, okay.
Whereas many of the others, like, Jamka never needs anything. He just goes into the arena, kills everything, and then is too slow to do anything on the map. Every time. Because no matter how good you are, the only stat that actually matters is movement.
Mm.
You know, one of the early translations for Deidre's name was Diadora?
Yeah. That's what she was called in the manga, I read. Diadora.
Well, that's what she was called in what?
In the manga.
Oh, you've read the manga, okay. Which one? There are three.
The one where they meet by Dindra bathing.
By what?
Dindra is like bathing in a lake and Sigurd stumbles upon her. And they fall in love.
Ah, a classic.
Yeah.
Alright, first village.
Is a man or a woman?
It's a dude, but I control Lemon, so you have to have him. Unless you want me to just take all the men and you take all the women.
Okay, but is Lewin also
Do you want us to optimize so we don't talk to ourselves, or do you want us to optimize so that we take men and women?
Yeah, I'm just optimizing so we don't talk to ourselves.
Okay, so speak.
Okay. There's still got to be descendants of the Dark Lord Lopter living somewhere, right? Folk in the big cities like Augustine, Makheli certainly seem to think so. Every year they do this huge hunt for Lopters spawn. They arrest a ton of people, then burn them all at the stake, even if they're innocent. Madness, I tell ya!
No, that sounds like fun.
Is Lewin going to talk to some of the villages?
What'd you say?
Is Lewin going to talk to some of the villages?
What do you mean? He will talk in some of them, probably. I don't know.
Oh. Don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what's in these. I played this game years ago.
Okay.
Notice he's got major holy blood. This is particularly important because he is a nuke later on.
Yep. Heard all about Lewin and his son.
Hazel is here because there's nothing better to do with him.
Yeah, true.
There is a use case for him down at that castle sometimes, though.
Yeah. And someone will need to hold off Fury when she shows up.
Sigurd is basically stuck, just kind of waiting.
Oh, waiting to see us for the next stream.
Well, we want to wrap up all of this here and have all the units ready.
Mm-hmm. Makes
But for the
sense.
time being, there's nothing. But we're basically cheating to buy some time.
Makes sense.
You know me, I'm a big believer in cheating.
Yeah. I actually didn't get to this part on my solo playthrough.
Well, yes,
I don't
you're
know
mid.
what else it will just contain. So, wait, I did see us at that castle, I think, but I didn't get all the villages and Fury showed up. And I was playing. I don't remember why I stopped playing. Probably get distracted by other things. Are we pairing the cases with Beowulf?
Yes. The other one you can do is Finn, but there are reasons not to.
Yeah.
Canonically, she has one kid with Finn and one kid with Beowulf.
Yeah. What's Beowulf's skills?
It's not actually his skills that matter, it's that he passes along good stats, and that he passes along all of his swords, which will go to Diarmid.
Nice.
Whereas if you do Finn, Diarmid needs to... Diarmid will have terrible weapons. There's a trick for this. On the next chapter, the final boss... Not the final boss, the major boss, there's one that comes after, has a silver blade. And so if you want to marry Finn to Arcasis, to make sure that her son, who uses swords, will have a sword, you want to kill that guy with Finn and leave the sword in the inventory. Because you can't buy an item you can't use, but one can drop into your inventory if you kill somebody.
Ah.
I know, I'm super clever. I did in fact discover this on my own when I was playing as a kid. But I did look ahead to figure out how inheritance would work to make sure that this would happen.
Are you sure the Manda called Racasis as well?
Yeah, she's gone from Lachesis to Arcasis to Lachesis to Arcasis.
She's indecisive.
Do you want it or should I?
I can hold. Late King Inca, truly a great man. His sudden passing has been nothing but devastating for us all. He's barely been buried for long and his son Chigal's already running the country into the ground. Lord Eldigan had claim to the throne somehow, then we wouldn't be in this mess.
So Eldigan does have a claim, but it's a few generations away, so it's pretty weak.
Makes sense.
As I mentioned, the royal family, who is here in Augusti, their family, a branch of that family is the House of Nordian. And they're annoyed that the Holy Blood and the Holy Weapon moved out of the main house and into Nordian, and that's why there's so much tension between them. They're annoyed that they were able to hold on to their territory, but not onto the Holy Weapon.
That's fun. I love fictional politics.
Same, girl.
She's yours.
What? No. She's ugly. She's yours.
Or the more dreadful thing, it is always the innocent and helpless who suffer most for it. Please, go home to your families.
Now, there isn't a lot of reason to get gold on Sylvia, because she generally won't be able to buy the Elite Ring anyway, but she would like to be able to buy the Knight Ring at some point.
Oh,
and in theory, the Light Ring, there's a crazy fucking combo you can pull by getting the Knight Ring and the Leg Ring, which turns her into an 8-move unit that then cantos. So what she can do is she can keep pace with your army and dance, and then position herself to dance next turn. So she's a dancer that never falls off and can canto 4 people every turn.
Amazing.
Which makes her, for when she's able to do that, the best unit of all time.
You're doing racing again?
It's super racing, yeah. She's better. But the thing is, most of the time, you want to end the map, like the very last bit, by passing on the Leg Ring to Seliph and not to her daughter, Lean. So, while theoretically for optimization reasons, you put the Leg Ring on Sigurd, what I prefer to do is give it to Sigurd on the last map of the game.
Makes sense.
Or on the last map of part 1. So that Sigurd can narrowly pass on all the good shit to Seliph. Because Seliph really appreciates having a lot of movement on the first map that he's around. Seliph is bad, but he snowballs really fast. By the end of the first map, you can take him from level 1 all the way to promotion, making him and go from your worst unit to one of the best units in the entire franchise, almost instantly. And then he just kind of runs up and butchers everything.
We love a lot.
The way to do this is pass along. the way to do this is to pass along, if you can, the elite ring, the leg ring, the strength ring, the speed ring, and the hero sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then he basically just omni slashes everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Wait, what skills
I'm gonna
does
have
he-
Midir be the one to get this.
Okay.
Visit.
Do you want to read this? Or am I reading
Sure, why
everything
not?
today?
He's got a big nose. He should probably be mine. Anthony's Lord Macbeth is the foulest, most gold-obsessed man there is. He does nothing but torment us for his own profit. I wish I could kill him with my bare hands.
Yes! Go, my
Yes!
brother!
Eat the rich. So as a heads up, the enemies, when they spawn in, they spawn a bunch of ballistae right here,
Oh, I remember struggling with that, yeah.
and they summon a bunch of, like, myrmidons and archers here.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't necessarily want all of your units immediately in range.
Yeah, and that's
I'm
exactly
not gonna
what
do
I
that.
did. I bunched
Yeah,
all
I'm gonna
my
move everybody
footies
close,
to that canyon.
and then I'm gonna make the choice for everybody, you know, I'm gonna let everybody take a look and decide when we actually play the map, how they want to do this.
Mm-hmm. And I will be
More
the one
importantly, how you
controlling
want to
it.
do this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's your turn tomorrow.
yeah.
If you let anybody die, it's a reset, by the way.
Yeah.
No exceptions. No units are allowed to die. Got it?
Yeah.
Except Darden.
So, who's the pursuit ring going to?
What'd you say?
Who is the pursuit ring going to?
It always goes to Lex in Gen 1. Nobody else makes use of it. In theory, you could put it on Lowen, but he so fucking doesn't need it that it's so dumb.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Lex is too slow to double anything with pursuit anyway.
No, he's not.
Oh,
He's not. It's very strange, but no, he's not.
okay.
There's a reason for this you didn't notice. The weight on this weapon is 18. That's for normal axes.
Yeah.
It's 20 on the hand axe even. 18 is a lot, but check out the brave axe. It's only 12.
What?
What that means is he has positive speed, and there are a lot of enemies in the game that have a speed of 0 effectively.
Interesting.
So he does in fact double,
Wait, what
which means he quadruples.
is his speed 14?
His speed is currently 14. There are enemies he currently quadruples if he has pursuit ring.
Amazing.
You should believe me more. When have I led you astray? When have I failed you?
I don't think there has been an event like that.
I'm gonna let Finn get 1 village. I'm gonna let Midir get this village.
You can get one
top.
village as a treat.
I'm going to have her get this village. She doesn't need it, but we can sell the item that's in it to get her more gold to afford the leg ring.
I see.
This item actually rarely sees much use.
We can't thank you enough for helping us. This here sword's the best we can do. It's an unusual sword in it. We call it an armor slayer. In the right hands, it will cleave right through the thickest armor. Your hands aren't the right hands though. Maybe it could make you a quick buck at a pawn shop in town.
There's never anybody better than Sylvia for using the knight ring, which you get at the end of this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
The leg ring, it's complicated. You see why I have such a weirdly methodical approach to so many things in this game?
Yeah.
Because there's just a lot of little bits of value you can squeeze out if you look for it, you know?
Yeah. A lot of little things.
Also, here's a fun bit. Free experience.
It's just teleporting someone home. Who was that even? Alec?
It was somebody who doesn't matter. It's Alec, and he'll make it back in time anyway.
What was that about?
I told you, free EXP. It's free EXP.
I'm just trying to imagine the character. I think
Yeah. Oh,
and
you know
just
what?
Alec from
No,
behind
I
teleports
imagine
him, and he just has to go back.
it's the equivalent of Ethlin turning to him, immediately adopting the drill sergeant persona, and going, "Drop and give me 50." Warps you back home, so you have to run back to the battlefield. He needed a workout. He looked at me funny.
Yeah, but he has a horse, and the horse thing has to work out.
Shut up! Yet it's really hard on your thighs.
It is, I don't remember. I was
Horseback riding? Serious horseback riding for combat? It's hell.
Oh. Yeah, I was like 5 or I don't remember the last time I was on top of a horse.
Also, remember their saddles would be way worse than ours.
Yeah.
Check this out. I can warp between the castles too. So warp can also send somebody home. You can often do this at the end of a map to just get a bit of extra free experience.
Mm-hmm.
When in doubt, put your thumb on the scales. When not in doubt, put your thumb on the scales and also steal. Look at the incredibly marginal advantages I'm stealing here. Alright, this is the one that Lewin gets.
Beware of Bishop Clement, the Lord of Makely Castle. That dastard wields a magical staff that they call a sleep staff. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself snoozing and wide open to being attacked.
So that's the Lord who you'll see pop up in here.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bitch baby. Hi, honey. Enjoy the ride.
And there's the... No, Quan just takes it. He's used to it.
He's used to it. They do this at home all the time.
Wouldn't return, bring them home. They will do it at a picnic or something. Go picnicking. Should send him home to pick up like tomatoes or something they forgot.
I like that. And he's just like, no, wait!
And then Clan
She
is
just
home.
immediately gets right back to sipping tea and ignoring his complaints. Ban egg. Why haven't we banned her yet?
But we have multiple times.
Only from your server, and she doesn't use your server.
You want to ban her from her own server?
An interesting thought is one of the things we could do is we could leave Ideen up top with Sigurd, and right after Sigurd seizes, we immediately warp Sigurd down to a castle that we control.
That makes sense.
But when you look at the castles we control, it wouldn't do that much because we don't control Nordian, which would be the good one for this attack.
Yeah, true.
So while it's an option, it's not as good as it could be.
Yeah, it only would take
And both of these,
a couple turns to be right there anyway.
it's frustrating is all. It could be better and it isn't. I'm not sure why we can't warp to that castle, actually. We should be able to warp to that castle.
Yeah. Guardian should just turn blue when you get to it.
No, I think we should just be able to warp to the green ones, that's all. Alright,
That would also be good.
so this one is earmarked for Finn. So the last one we're getting is right over here. This one is going to Sylvia.
Okay.
what we're gonna do is essentially let him go ham and just murder everybody in the arena and drink their blood and cackle like a witch, you know.
Hello? You can do that.
Look at how useless
And the
they are.
cross knights. They just gravitate towards Rakusis.
Boo! If she were another unit, I would not allow that, but she's reliant all on her promo bonuses and nothing else matters.
How crazy are her promo bonuses?
She gets +7 to like 4 stats,
Wow,
and she gets like +5 to all the others.
that is crazy.
It's ballistic.
The outfit, the Nordion daughter is ballistics now. It was a poorly executed Resident Evil reference.
Alright.
The great Lord Eldigan of Nordion is a descendant of Hazel the Brave, one of the legendary 12 Crusaders. He wields Hazel's old weapon, Mistletoe, the Demon Blade. It's as strong as Isaac's Balmung and Chelfie's Tirfing, the three mightiest blades in all of creation. Do you get multiple legendary swords in this?
In case you're wondering whether I'm going to warp Arden back to the castle, that's not even a question. Yes, I am.
But warp him to a different castle just for giggles?
Your princess is in another castle. Who's the princess? Arden! You're welcome. Cool. We're actually running low on units, so we need to do anything now. Yeet.
Zella's healing by just being in the castle, yeah?
Yeah, Zella's healing by being in the castle. He's actually there to have somebody who can commit suicide to generate an RNG.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing Subaru.
He's taking Arden's role for a minute.
Arden will be back for it later, but having the both of them to defend the castle will be much more efficient in case there's a problem with the Pegasus Knights. You can fuck it up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Alright. So, we want to map out our furthest movement. It's here, so we go here. Alright. There we go. They're going to continue working on falling in love. It's whatever. Let's take a look at something else here. Sigurd has a talk conversation with Lewin. Du has one with Vercasus.
Mm-hmm.
I had forgotten about that, but it does exist. Let me see what that conversation is.
Are there any other
Oh, we should get the thief sword from him.
thieves or what does that do?
He also gets 50 love points, but that's not that many love points, and Beowulf will be able to get 100 in a little bit. The thief sword steals somebody's gold when you hit them with it.
Oh, so it's like being a thief?
Yeah. I appreciate when girls are allowed to steal things,
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're cute.
Yeah.
Alright, last one. After this, I actually don't need you. I'm just going to arrange all our units and then give you the save file later. So this is the last bit that we need to stream.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, thanks for saving us. I wanted to have this, one of my favorite things. It's a pretty little bracelet, huh? Visit at the shops and the nice man there will be happy to give you a discount.
Notice, if this had gotten hit one more time, we would have been ruined. We have to be
Okay.
pretty careful to not lose this. Oh, sorry, this is the last one. My bad. There is one more village.
Psst, wanna hear something saucy? No, not
Not
from
from you.
Grandma. I would hear something saucy from the previous girl. Why was she so pretty? All the other villagers
Why
were
was she-
old.
Alright, come on, read it.
Yeah. You know how Lord Eldigan has a little sister, right? Well, look at them. Wouldn't you say there's more to it than that?
Saying the quiet part loud. Incest game.
Yep. Are you gonna continue?
What the fuck, Japan? Why are you so obsessed with incest, Japan?
Why is Japan?
Well, because we didn't use enough nukes.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. After all, as we know, I'm the one who made Truman use the nukes.
If you know what I mean. I've better things to do than randomly mouse, you say? Fine then.
I like how it's Finn saying that, because he's one of the people who will likely romance Racasis. Look at his stats! He's so good!
He is really good.
He's better than Sigurd!
Wait, is he?
Sigurd has rings, but they're pretty comparable.
18 strength, 20 strength. Yeah.
And not to mention, Sigurd already has his promo bonuses.
True. True.
By the way, the reason we've got the barrier ring on Sigurd in particular is just because it's spare cash. We want to have a bunch of stuff for him to sell in the last chapter so that he can have a fuckload of rings for Seliph. And you can max out at 50,000 gold. So what we want to do is early on have him have the bargain ring so he can buy things at no cost because you can sell it for the same price. Chapter 5 shuffle is a little bit weird, but you want to be able to pass along enough that Seliph can one-round stuff.
Oh.
I do think it's really funny how utterly busted Sigurd is with all these rings, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, Luna's going to take a little bit of time. It looks like the fastest way is actually to go all the way around because you're not going through the woods.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Yeah, dance is free experience.
so you can actually just dance 100 times here, you know, and get 10 levels if you want it.
Yeah.
That said, we don't want to do that, do we?
Mm-hmm. By the way,
I mean, I will if you want me to. I will max out Sylvia if you want me to on the side. But do you really want to?
doing a crazy
It's an earnest
dancer
question.
wouldn't be funny.
The thing is, she won't be good at combat no matter what.
Then what is the point?
For reference,
Well, it's 3 strength.
let me show you her expected growths.
Okay.
Here. Average stats. FE4. Did somebody calc it? All right, Sylvia. Half of her growths are like 10%.
That's insane.
Yeah.
She's a dance
She
mod.
is never going to be good. It's basically pointless to level her up. The arena exists in order for her to farm a little bit of gold in order to buy the knight and leg ring and to sell them later.
Mm-hmm.
You see why I'm like uninterested?
Yeah. Is your child any better?
Her child isn't a combat unit either, actually.
Fair then?
Okay, so check this out. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm going home! My planet
I must
needs
go.
me.
My people need me. I just enjoy how he's got a broken sword. Which is so funny because, look at this. Normally Arden would be fast enough now with the pursuit band with 5 speed against the 3 of a normal sword that he'd be doubling some people. But a broken sword has 30 weight, so he still can't double.
Holy shit.
Yeah. He cannot double because even with the pursuit band, we broke it. By the way, he'll be selling that band almost immediately, and I'll be doing a gimmick in a minute here. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to send over Lex to Nordian to go buy it.
Yeah.
Because Lex has enough money for it, and he can't buy the Elite Ring because he already has Elite. So there's no reason not to. His money is less valuable than somebody else's because he can't buy shit with it. In fact, if I could immediately get him to date Ira, which I wouldn't want to do because he would give up a talk conversation, I would give all of his extra money to her because he doesn't need it.
Oh. There is a talk conversation that doesn't happen if they marry each other earlier?
If you get married early, then the check that happens for whether you already have a lover doesn't happen.
Oh.
I love doing that to characters. Yeet! You know what? We should do it again. I'm going to throw somebody else away. I have the perfect plan.
The stuff can be repaired if it breaks, right?
Stabs can be repaired.
Nice.
Alright, so the most efficient move, weirdly enough, is to go right here and then dance. It gets him 2 more movement.
Yeah. What are you marrying to Lulu, by the way? Is it Fury?
We're always going to marry him to the Pegasus. I'm not interested in doing the optimal thing, which is marrying him to Tilt You. There are reasons I don't do that.
Fury is canon anyway.
Whereas what?
Fury is canon.
Fury is canon, that's true. So I'm not going to do any of the remaining heals here because it's better to give them to the girl that needs them. She has the Elite Ring and we want to level her as much as possible, as fast as possible. But we're going to be getting a lot done still here. This is a very busy time. Anyway, let's talk about things that are much more important than that.
Such as?
Go home. You forgot the egg salad at home. Our picnic will never be complete without it.
CPT.
So one thing I might do is actually sell the warp staff here so that Girly Pop can buy it.
Rakesis?
So that she can farm EXP off of it.
That's fun.
Yeah. I could do the same with the return staff actually. But I think the warp staff is probably more fun.
She's level 6 now, only 14 more.
Anyway. Ira needs to chill with him.
And Master Knight
Check this
gets strengths in all 3 weapons, or is it even more?
Much more. You also get all magic,
All
except for dark.
magic?
And you get A rank in everything, except for dark magic, and light magic where you get a C.
Holy shit.
I love that his broken sword is worthless, but if he sells it, it'll cost him 3,000 to buy it back.
Can you at least
They're just bullying
his
for
little
Arden.
sword? Please, look how sad he is.
He's just so worthless.
His gold isn't useful anyway. You can repair it, right?
Okay, that's what we need. I like how Sigurd just kind of has to chill here and not quite legally occupy this area.
Yep.
Hi, Beowulf. Oh, I can't wait for us to explain the jealousy system later in the game.
No, I think I found about it.
Yeet. Well, I want to show off how you can create the incest ending. Because Japan.
The incest ending? What do you mean? With whom?
I mean, I said.
Huh?
You can marry Deidre's children to one another.
Why? You don't even need to marry, there is no point.
Here's what's so funny about it. They start out with crushes on each other.
It's fucking insane. Japan, why?
Oh, here's what's really fucked up. Based on the evidence, this is a known phenomenon. Imagine this. Genetics is a game of survival of the fittest. But it's advantageous for reproduction if you look to reproduce genes that are similar to your own. This makes sense. Any given gene that you have wants to see itself passed on. And so if there's a similar gene, you want to pair up with that to increase the odds. So if you don't grow up around people who are closely related to you, you are more likely to find yourself attracted to them than anybody else, ceteris paribus, meaning all other things being equal. We are actually hardwired to find people who are a little bit like us more attractive because of a genetic freak accident. To prevent this from going overboard, your mind, as you're growing up, habituates to the people around you and writes them all off as not a romantic option. Mm-hmm. So, you know, siblings separated around birth, actually reasonably likely to... It's so dumb! But it is an actual phenomenon.
I don't like this.
By the pursuit band on a unit who's using axes. Almost worthless. One moment. Saving in slot 9. Okay, he did win earlier. Okay. She's so proud of him. He can be fast like her. Meanwhile,
you use 1% of my power, Lover.
Yeah, they're a great power couple. This is one of the relationships that just works.
You were saying before interrupting?
Oh, not important.
Okay.
Okay, so these guys are done. These guys are done. Nothing to do here. Ethelyn actually needs to come the other direction. All right, Lewin.
Oh, Lewin! Like how whatever was the voice I did for Sylvia.
Okay.
Does Sylvia need to marry someone? Since she has a child?
Sylvia will be marrying the person she marries in almost every file. Which is Claude. By the way, fun fact! Yeah. Fun fact! They're related. Not closely, it's actually fine. Anybody who's further away from you than a first cousin is essentially 0 genetic risk, and a first cousin has a low genetic risk.
What is a first cousin?
As long as you don't repeat it, i.e. like marry cousin to cousin over and over again, cousin marriages are actually just generically safe.
Oh.
We, like the risk is low enough that it's not really something people should be concerned about. However, because a lot of us actually grew up knowing these people, squick!
Squick indeed. Can you explain the cousin thing to me? Because I don't know the English words. What is a second cousin, first cousin, or what does that mean?
I don't want to do this because it's annoying and I need a graph to show you. Do you want me to?
I would like it.
Okay. I can do this, it's just actually annoying.
Okay.
Okay. So a first cousin is really easy to understand. My mom has several brothers and a sister. Any of those siblings of hers, any children they have, will be my first cousins.
Makes sense.
So,
and that you said is low genetic risk?
There is genetic risk, but it is low. Low enough that you don't really need to be concerned with it.
Oh, already just one one branch apart.
As it turns out, incest is a freak accident that does not come up that often unless you're a Habsburg.
Hmm.
Okay, so not too hard. Any of the children of your first cousin will be your first cousin once removed.
That's already confusing.
Okay, so my first cousin, if they have a kid, it's once removed, as in it's one generation away, but the relationship is a first cousin. So we say first cousin once removed.
Wouldn't you call it like a nephew?
No. That would be my siblings' kids, would be nieces and nephews. These are cousins' kids.
So cousins' kids don't count as nephews? I feel like
That's right.
more like appropriate would be to call them a nephew once removed.
I don't make the rules. So next, let's talk about one generation up. Your grandparents. Rather than your parents' siblings, your grandparents' siblings create people who are your cousins once removed. Or second cousins. So, to zoom out from this, a first cousin once removed would be... I don't want to do this. This is so annoying. I'm not doing this.
Okay.
This is not fun. This is not fun. Look up a chart if you're interested.
Yeah,
But this is
I'll
not...
look up a chart for something.
Look up a chart or find a YouTube video. I don't find this interesting is the problem.
Wait a minute.
Alright, is there anybody who we're going to try the arena on again? We're going to try it on Finn again because he's cool. And... Racasis, Lewin, Sylvia, and Beowulf.
Oh, hold on,
So the new units and Finn will be doing the arena. Girly pop.
You're going to teleport someone again?
No, I'm not going to teleport anymore. Because I'm going to save the EXP for that for girly pop, you know?
Okay, makes sense.
Okay. So, she can't do anything, but he can. Dude can talk to her.
I have to voice Anne's character.
No, you can have Do, and I'll have Egg's character. No. Hey, Arcasis! There you are! Check out this little beauty of sword. Thought I'd give it to you.
Oh, didn't say I've seen a blade so peculiar before. Does it have a name?
Called a thief's sword. When I got the bad guys, this thing's your best friend.
Thank you. Although, why are you giving this to me? I'm hardly complaining, but surely you need a decent sword.
Nah, I'm not bothered. Ain't any point in me keeping it. Yeah, because it literally does what he already does.
Yeah.
Let's just say it does a lot more than just stab. See you around! Kids are lame. Anyway, the Miracle Sword is incredible. It has a weight of 3, might of 12, and it gives you Miracle, which in this game is absurd. So the fact that the Thief's Sword exists is kind of irrelevant. It's a gimmick. The Miracle Sword is legit.
Yeah. And she passes us down?
She does, yeah. She passes this to Nana, I think is her kid.
Fun. Wait,
Okay, so what we want to do is get her here.
I thought Nana was a unit in Thracia, not in this game.
Yeah, but most of the main characters from Thracia come from this game. Thracia basically happens around the time frame of like chapter 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interquel.
Yeah.
I am going to just outright sell the warp staff now. Why? Because I want Racasis to abuse it.
Where's her husband?
Where's whose husband?
Ideens.
Ideen? Well, Ideen doesn't have a husband, but I am going to marry her off to a certain guy with a bow.
Yeah, where is that guy? Okay, he's out of the ruins.
Yep. As you can see, this is all the boring stuff that goes on off screen.
Yeah.
I like doing these things, at least up to a certain point, because I like prep work. I like trying to stack the deck in my favor. This is also why you can't beat me at strategy games, probably.
Oh.
Can't wait to do this.
Heroes 3.
I need... Why are we trying to go play a game that you're familiar with? Why aren't you ever going to try to catch up to something that I do?
I just like heroes and I'm into it currently.
Okay, here we go. Alright, so now Ira can get back to hanging out with Lex. They can go be tsunderes at each other or something. I don't know. Soon, dere. I need to remember that Lewin actually wants to talk to Sigurd, or Sigurd wants to talk to Lewin, sorry. So I'm going to go get that out of the way now.
Wait, so you're moving Sigurd away from the castle? Oh,
Yeah,
so
but only
far.
temporarily. Lewin, I presume. The one who's been helping me defend the villages. I appreciate the aid. As I understand it, you're a bard. You also wield magic? That's unusual. Something like that. I guess it's a hobby. You're that Sigurd fella, aren't you? It's obvious what your little hobby is. War. Clearly you've got so much spare time, you spend it starting war after war. Come again? You seem angry, but... Don't play dumb! Think about the people of all the countries that you're flattening. You come barging in, swords flashing, and all you do is ruin the lives of normal folk who are trying to make a living here. You're right. My apologies, Lowen. I didn't even think about that. But I can't stand knowing I've done this to them. Words are just words without actions backing them up. If you really feel so bad, why not pull your army out? All right. You're right. Very well. I'll consult with my troops and arrange a retreat. Wait, you're serious about this? Of course. I've been mulling over retreating for a while already, and you just gave me the answer to all this. I've had enough of the war approach. I'd rather seek a diplomatic answer. Yeah, no. Trying to get through to Chagall now would be a total waste of everyone's time. Besides, if you lot pull out now, then nothing stands between a peeved king and all the citizens who've helped you so far. Are you sure you're okay with leaving them all hanging like that? Well, no, but... I... You know, I guess I was wrong about you. You're alright, Sigurd. Say, why don't I help you finish this fight up? I suppose. Okay. Who are you, anyway? Who, me? I'm just a wayward troubadour, my friend. Cool, we cleared them all. Okay. Irrelevant. Already done. Let's see how much Beowulf can get done.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, let's see. Whoops.
Because I steal sword.
Only has steel, but he's pretty good.
Ah, yes, loving the
Be a little
knife.
harder. Bad luck. There we go.
Just has pursuit and the cost, right?
I think.
Which a cost won't matter in arena.
Yeah, well.
It will?
No, well, you're right. Alright, so looking at this, we can instantly go kill the knight. Or sorry, we can go kill up through the lance knight, and then we can retreat away.
Ah, save's coming.
What'd you say?
Ah, save's coming.
Safe scumming is good. It is wonderful. It is, in fact, justice. You are just jealous that you do not know how to properly exploit mankind. But I do.
How far could I go on exploitation by just being cute?
Sorry, what'd you say?
How far could I go on exploitation by just being cute?
Not very far at all, because you're not cute.
And that's just your opinion, mate.
Okay. But I'm always right.
Like 99.99% of the time.
Anyway, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Fair. It was mainly a rhetorical question.
I gave you a rhetorical answer.
Me not being cute is a rhetorical answer?
Let's go with that.
Okay then.
Welcome to Safe Scumming, population me. Hey, Arden! Boop.
It's cool that you can
This
bring
guy is
different weapons into the arena in this.
I just love making him use the broken sword. God hates you, Arden. And by God, I mean me.
Just suffers.
Hey. Assholes.
Yes, that's the Myrmidon is like a milestone. That stops most
I just love killing Arden. Say it again?
You said that the Myrmidon is a milestone that stops most characters in the arena?
Yes, this is what we talked about last time, is that most times in the arena, it's the Myrmidon you gotta worry about. The others are a problem, but not nearly as much of a problem. One moment, did I? Okay, I did not. Good. Violence.
Violencia.
I win! Fuck you, God.
First try.
This one's gonna be annoying. Just notice he dies in 2 hits.
Oof.
Enter. Pawnbroker. Buy. Oh, she can't use warp. Never mind.
So she can't buy
Loading
one?
game. My bad. I fucked up.
Wait, how long are you going to load?
I'm not going to load far back. I'm just going to get a
Okay.
return instead, because it's C instead of B. See?
Ah.
Alright. I'm actually going to stop having these two near each other, because I don't want them to get married yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have to cock block people. It's very important.
How long does it take to get married anyway?
A lot. I just don't want to fuck it up. I have done so before.
I see.
Boop.
When does marriage happen? Does it happen between chapters, or do you have to like select it?
It just, once you reach a certain value, they just become married.
They just become married.
Yes.
Is there like a conversation or anything?
This is actually a pretty good cases so far. No, but there are often conversations along the way that give you a fuckload of love points. Oh!
That was close.
Notice that her health was the wrong amount to really advantage this. There's an interesting trick you can pull of some kinds. Which I'd like to show you.
A miracle?
But so you can, an item that you get later in the game for some units is called the barrier sword. You'll get it on Sylvia's kid. It boosts your defense. So what you can do is try to combine that with the miracle sword or the miracle skill, which Sylvia has, to try to manipulate the exact amount of damage you get to get into specific miracle ranges to become unhittable. By shuffling it around so that you can take specific combinations of damage.
Maybe.
What I'm going to be doing is a different trick.
RNG manipulating?
I won't be abusing the RNG. I do have a different plan here that I think is pretty interesting. I want her to get hit.
Isn't the miracle range?
I'm testing something out that I think could be interesting. Anyway, I think that's everything that's on the docket for this turn. Yeah, okay.
So again, people just become married between chapters?
Yes, they do. If you hit enough love points, their status just changes until they list each other as their lover.
Is there like a pop-up that says that they got married?
Nope, you have to pay attention to it. Sometimes it happens when you don't want it to.
Yeah.
Just like in real life, love ambushes you sometimes.
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? Because Racasis will heal another 5 health, and then when she takes 18, she will enjoy a 70% miracle and be untouchable. The enemy has 69 accuracy.
Nice.
I calced it, it's so mean. In case you're wondering whether being best boy feels as good as it sounds, yes!
I'd rather be best girls, thank you.
You'll never be best girl.
It's a matter of perception.
Whose perception counts, though? I'm pretty sure it's not yours. If it were, I would know.
I think my girlfriend counts.
I mean, she's 1 vote out of billions. I'm like a few billion votes.
You said you had 4 votes.
In our group, because there are 4 of us and everybody else gets 1 vote, so that if all 3 of you vote one way, I can still overrule you, because it'll be 3 votes to 4. Are you just figuring that out?
I'm thinking.
Check this out. Yeah, she's untouchable. Fuck you, God.
Even if she can't hit herself, she's struggling. Girlie is trying. Just really trying.
It doesn't matter. It's a 0% hit chance. You can't touch
the help
her.
of God. She still struggles so much.
It's okay. You can praise me more. My ego can take it.
Goodbye.
This is actually pretty good. She might win this off of Miracle.
Oh yeah. Amazing job, the cases.
This is why I love investing in her cases. She does snowball.
Yep.
I'll take it. Win's a win.
Does skill do anything to people who don't have skills?
Accuracy.
Oh yeah, true.
She takes 22 here, which won't do much to help, but it will do a little.
She's still evading those 71%, damn.
Now it's 41s though. See? So what we need to do is have her lose a little bit of health. So we want to get it so that she has a little bit over 22. Ethlyn's heal. Let's see how much it does. Okay, so we can do this.
Wait, she lost the health suck this time?
It's fine.
Wait, health suck is who you're trying to get, right?
I'm deliberately trying to get her to specific health amounts.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to get Finn a chance to beat the arena.
That's fair.
I like Finn. He's my boy. Realistically, I could send people to go get these two, but I don't feel like it, and I don't do things I don't feel like doing. Alright, so... Girly pop. Out of my way. Let's see if this is allowed. Nope, okay, you can't. Okay. Depart. We're gonna go right here. If she's at 24, when she takes 22 damage, she'll then get an 80% prayer.
Nice.
Instant victory.
Nice.
It will probably, like, nearly break her sword, though, but we have money. Alright, let's see what you can do.
Is prayer the old translation of miracle?
Yes.
I see.
Check this out.
Amos, is that the guy that replaces Holin?
Yep. And look at what Brave Lance Finn does to him.
Yep.
Just stomps him.
Imagine playing this game for the first time with no info. You're just fighting the arena and then suddenly one of the bosses you fought joins you. Must have felt pretty cool.
Oh yeah, amazing. It would make you explore everything to find out those little details. It's wonderful game design.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're really focusing a lot on this arena over here. This is super unnecessary, but shut up, I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
At least I hope this is somewhat interesting to show you the kinds of scummy bullshit you can pull off in this game. Okay, so, enter. Arena. Fight. And she cannot get hit. God says no. Lol.
plus HP. Level 10 now.
I just love that. That's so dumb. Alright, let's see what the Thunder Mage does. Alright. She actually can beat him, she just needs to take 1 turn of passive healing. So, the way to beat him, it's not actually that hard. What did I do? Save it in 1? I think I saved it in 9. Yeah. I'm going to immediately press B. Okay. Damn. That's not what I'm looking for. Sorry. Fight.
Want to get hit and then B? Ah. Fun.
So the problem is that she will heal 5 here. And notice what she takes is 18 in a hit.
Oh.
So we need her to heal twice, she'll get to 22, and then it'll knock off a lot of percent, and she'll be able to win it.
Mm-hmm. Is the shenanigans you can pull off?
Prayer abuse is fun, shut up.
I already asked if prayer is the old translation of miracle. Did I mean to?
I already said yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop calling it what I know it as.
Yeah, of course.
Why would I ever do something that somebody else wants to do? I always know better. Anyway, after the 50 turn mark, you stop getting any love points between units anyway.
Oh.
And we've already got what we really came for. We got the bonuses we were looking for.
What turn is it anyway?
36, I just checked.
Wow.
Most of them are my fault for stalling. I have no regrets, this is the only path.
Mm-hmm.
While whole life was unlimited RNG abuse. Alright, boop. I love fast forward. Fast forward is my favorite button. As always, I always prefer to just do the fastest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, girly pop. Enter, arena, fight, miracle sword. Oh no, I took a bunch of damage. You now have a 1% chance to hit me.
God cannot smite me, for God is on my side.
Real. Nearly gains an entire level from that.
And can speed, nice.
Yep.
Because I love
Alright,
strength.
so obviously the only thing that gives her a chance at beating the next guy is prayer if it's the right damage amounts. So let's find out. Alright, so running the calc here, what she takes is... Oh, actually she wins.
Really? It just does?
Yeah, she wins. Yep, check it out. No, he can't hit her. We cleared the arena with the princess.
She beats fucking Chambers. Most
Yeah.
people struggle with.
He's really strong, but she just stomps him.
She just doesn't get hit because God.
Because she has the power of God and anime on her side, yes.
Yep. More sprint for not getting hit.
Alright, so next move.
Wait, was that the final boss of the arena?
Yeah, she's done.
Wow.
So actually, I messed up here. I need to have her sell the elite band,
Mhm.
and then I can have other people try to buy it. Because Beowulf has bargain, or no, he doesn't have bargain. I'm misremembering. Somebody else has bargain. They'll be able to use it well. Anyway, the person who really wants to buy it is Lewin, who is already deific anyway.
Mhm.
Lewin can beat anybody, but he doesn't mean he will beat anybody. He's a little bit of a high roller like Nuzzy.
Mhm.
I'm annoyed you can't warp to this castle. You should be able to warp to this castle.
Yeah.
Okay, so here are the keys to what we're looking at here. I've got a little bit of healing I can do with Racasis. There is a gimmick here that's useful.
Which is? So wait, earlier you were saying that you would use the jealousy system to marry Sally to his sister. Is it only possible through the jealousy system?
Is
Not normally?
is what possible through jealousy?
Marrying Sally's sister.
Yeah, jealousy is primarily used in order to create that relationship, which I will try to do if I'm the person controlling Chapter 6. Fuck all of you. Okay, so this is what she's looking at. Not bad for the first chapter.
Yeah. 7 levels away.
So we're basically done with all the little side objectives now. We look at the map. There are no blues except for him. I'm actually going to leave these two here because I just don't care about them. This is not a file where we're going to be able to use Arden very much. I think I actually am going to send him out at this point because Arden has this under control. Azel, yeah. But like, he's bad. He's bad.
He's not getting a girlfriend.
Azel is often bad. This is a file where we've really struggled to use him.
Yeah, fair.
But he often does some useful chip, so he's not, you know, completely worthless. Not too much longer, Sigurd. Not too much longer. Okay. Enter. Pawnbroker. Sell Paragon Band. And look at that. Oh, by doing the arena, you earn 17,500 gold. You lose 20,000 gold between buying and selling the Paragon Band. So if you start out with 40,000, you can buy the Paragon Band, go down to 0, complete the arena for 17,500, sell the Paragon Band for 20,000, and then you're sitting at 37,500.
Nice.
So if you have a little over 40,000 at the start, the loop completes and you can just buy the band again. If you don't, find a village on that map or sell an item.
Remember to repair the miracle sword.
That's what I'm here for. Because she has surplus. See, she still has just enough.
Nice.
Yep. And that was the plan. Anyway, now it's Lewin's turn to try to go through the arena, and Beowulf's going to give it another attempt. When you look at all the units here, everybody who is going to has already done it. Aideen can't. Midir can't make much progress. Do is do. So really the units we're looking at are Lewin, Sylvia, and Beowulf, which is what I was talking about. And then we really are done with this project, and we can be ready for tomorrow.
Fun.
I think it's so funny that she beat the arena by hacks. She's too beautiful. God will not let her die.
God help the princess.
Egg in shambles. Tempted, but I won't. Cool. So, Lewin cannot afford the item yet. He can't buy the ring, the band, but he'll be able to get it later. For now, let me just show you how stupid he is. Dodges, kills. As always, he got speed. The enemy has weapon triangle on him. It does not matter. Outspeeds the Myrmidon and crits him.
Holy shit. The Myrmidon didn't even get to participate.
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably unserious.
And that's a crit.
Damn.
By the way, Lewin starts this map at like level 5 or 6.
And what's
Alright,
like
these are the
now?
fights where it starts to get at least possible he can lose. Oh, let's continue. The only person he has any real trouble with is Chimos. Lewin is deific. He is the strongest combat unit you will see at this point in the game by a pretty comfortable margin. He still outspeeds Chimos.
Including Simon?
And then he doubled him and crit him.
Wow.
Never mind. This is what Isaac is doing in the first act of Witch of Mauve. It is essentially, no, you don't get a turn. This is the unit that he's based on.
Yeah. Which makes it
You know,
more difficult for me to imagine Isaac not with green hair but with blue. We knew
that's some good
that.
tea. Yeah, so he kind of trivializes much of the game. I told you he didn't need the pursuit band. Now you see why.
Yeah.
He just walks up and everything dies. Okay, now let's talk about Sylvia. Sylvia naturally has Miracle, so she can pull off some of the same things that Girly Pop was doing. Let me show you.
Yeah, man, there is no point to.
No, that's not true. She has a very important goal. Make
Needs
money. And now she cannot be hit.
It was 10% to begin with, damn. She's doing what? 2 damage per hit?
Whoa! Uncool! Uncool! On anybody else, I would not accept that.
10% growth rates, baby!
Yeah, she has like the worst growth rates in the history of the franchise or something like that. I mean, for a unit that isn't... Oh, look! No, you can't hit her.
Oh, you love him! Then stab!
Get used to that.
And it's just level luck?
I don't know. I don't care. Alright, let's run the calc on this. She takes 20 damage from this. So this is one where we probably want to heal her and let her get knocked into just low enough range. But for the sake of it, I'll watch it play out once.
Takes 20 damage in a hit.
See? Okay, so, next. I like how the idiot squad is just still making trouble for her.
Yeah, there's just...
She cannot escape these low tiers.
There's just kinda... What is the word? Stalking her.
Yeah. One moment. It'd be a little bit better to do this the other way. Okay. So, doing it this way. Now if she heals for a turn, when she takes 22 again, she'll become unhittable.
Nice.
So I can never beat the Merm, but she'll have to break her sword to do it, because she'll hit him so many times. If your weapon breaks mid-combat, its stats don't change. It doesn't actually break until the fight ends.
That's fun.
Which is a big improvement on the other FEs where your weapon will break mid-combat so you don't double.
So this is true for all metal, not just for the arena?
I believe it's all battle, but it could be the arena. I don't remember. Obviously, Arden just stays back so that I can direct enemy AI.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to actually guard. I believe I can manip you that way. So while we're at it, Orcasis can heal this girly pop. This girly pop actually needs to do something real quick. Enter. Blacksmith. Boop.
Back to 50.
And then Beowulf needs to try the arena again, and Arden will sacrifice himself however many times it takes.
Beowulf is doing the boss. Yeah?
In theory, I could have him buy the Slim Sword. It's not a terrible idea, but it's not a good idea.
Does he have the return stuff in his inventory?
No, it was a thing he could buy, not a thing he could sell.
It was the... I need to remember to get it back.
Yeah, this is not really a very winnable fight without a gimmick. So let's
still fighting Feltzer?
There is a fix for this, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, check this out. Now when she gets hit, she becomes unhittable. How can you kill that which has no life? It has 3 uses left. She will use 44 of those 3. I gouged it. It's exactsies.
I hope you played this for a long fight. I have the power of God and Danima on my side.
Yeah, I imagine that she was just beating him to death with the hilt. Just incredibly stupid Ultra Instinct Sylvia. I don't think she can actually get any further, but I could be wrong.
Sylvia completing the arena?
Yep, she dies in 1 hit.
Oh my gosh, hit 100.
Well, no, that's because she has a broken sword. I was mostly testing his damage. The only way she can win this is if Sigurd sells his shield ring and she buys it. Then she can win, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, because it wastes some of Sigurd's money, and Sigurd's money is worth something. So, this is as far as she goes. I forgot which save I used. My bad. It doesn't matter. Oop.
And that's cute, yeah? Nice.
I love that worked. And look, now she's at 28,000 gold. That's very good for this stage of the game.
Nice.
Okay. So, then here's the neat trick. Beowulf can win with the Armor Slayer, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
On Broker. Buy. Armor Slayer. It's not a bad item on him either. Normally I give this to our Pegasus Knight, but he's a good user of it.
Oh, the Pegasus Knight uses armor? I mean swords?
Check this out. Ah, fuck you!
Damn. That's one fast fucking night.
Guess who's back? Back again. In the arena. Dying to...
I'm loving it.
I love killing Arden as a ritual sacrifice. It's like reading the auguries, you know?
True.
It's reading the bones, his bones. We kill him and then we look at the corpse to decide. So you do need to get a little lucky to win this, but it doesn't matter. We have the power of God and me on our side.
Oh, great.
Nope, it always creates a crit. That's how it works.
Ah, that's how Slayer weapons work?
Yeah, but remember, in this game, crits are way more powerful, so it's fine.
So instead of triple effectiveness, it's just auto-crit?
Save game. Slot 3. lather, rinse, critical hit. So he needs to either dodge one or hit all 3 times. There we go.
Nice.
Now I think he actually can, in theory, beat the Thunder Mage here with the Steel Sword.
Oh, he wasn't even at Butchina yet. Wait, not Butch. The guy. Famous.
Alright. He will not beat Kaimos, but this is fine. Strength is a good stat to get, especially because he's going to be critting people if he's using the Armor Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he will not beat Kaimos. That's for really powerful units like our Princess.
True.
See?
Damn, just loses immediately. I just turned away from like
Instant.
half a
Yeah, it's like an
second.
instant loss to coma. The reason I let him take the damage is because the Narcissus can heal him a couple times.
And then they fall in love.
Yeah, so we're actually just about done here. We're gonna move every unit into range, and then we're gonna make the save file.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your patience with this. I hope this was somewhat interesting for all the scummy bullshit that I was showing you how to do.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, so the limit range is here. This'll do. Whoops, I missed it by 1. Well, I can cheat. However you want to line them up, I don't care. I'm just going to do this heal.
Just can't get away from those stupid cross knights.
It's very funny.
Yeah,
The idiot squad will not leave her alone.
because they have
She's
more
too
movement.
beautiful. Oh, well is her.
Or wait, if you teleport Rakesis, then the stupid knights will follow her to the castle. But then if you
You're missing something much funnier.
Hmm?
Oh, we can't warp them. I was hoping we could warp the knights. That'd be funny. Because we can just warp them to the corners of the map.
Yeah. Like,
That'd be so funny.
teleport. If you return. Okay. You return Rakesis, then warp whoever's casting return. Then. No, you need to warp first.
You
and then
return somebody else, and then you warp her back after they've caught up to
yeah,
her.
because
Yeah.
the warper needs to be returned. And then the stupid
Alright, so
knights will be
first
far
thing-
away from the action. That's so stupid.
You can do it, though, yeah.
Mhm.
So it only took us 19 turns, but then for me stalling, it is now turn 45.
Mhm.
The map, in actuality, took us 12 turns, then I spent 33 of them cheating.
Done.
I love destroying time. Cool. I'll be sending you my file now.
Mm-hmm. And
One moment.
I will stop the stream.
Mhm.